Hello students, welcome to electronics class. In the last session we have started with the sequential logic circuits. You people already know what is sequential logic circuit, how it is having memory, and also we have studied basic NOR latch. I have considered NOR gate circuit first because it is easy to understand, and with only two NOR gates we can construct NOR latch directly. But to construct a latch using NAND gate, it should be active low inputs. We should consider active low inputs because NAND gate action is different from NOR gate action. Okay, and you people know when S is equal to 0, R is equal to 0, what happened? It was a no change condition, that means hold condition we acquired, and S is equal to 0 and R is equal to 1, reset state, R is equal to 1 0 and S is equal to 1 set state, and the last case when S and R both are equal to 1, in the sense that case was prohibited because that was invalid. It's okay. Again we will study the basic NAND latch action, so that if you have any doubts in the previous session you can get cleared with this. Here basic NAND latch, it is an active low NAND latch. Okay, because active low in the sense when you give 0 input, that is low input, those inputs gets activated. When you make S is equal to 0 and S bar will be equal to 1 at that time. So, in further study of digital electronics you will get to know what is active low and active high. Like positive logic and negative logic that we have studied, in the same way active low and active high inputs you will get to know why it is required and all. In further studies you will understand it better. Now only thing we have to remember is, if it is active low inputs, in the sense they will be get activated when you give low inputs. Okay, so let us forget about that, we will just think that as S bar R bar only. Inputs will treat that as S bar R bar only. So here two NAND gates we have used, G1 and G2, and also I will take the truth table of NAND gate. I will write it, truth table of NAND gate. You people should be aware of truth table of NAND gate, so that A, B and Y 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. For 0 0 it is 1, for 0 1 also it is 1, and for both the inputs, when all the inputs of the NAND gate is high, then output is low. In this way NAND gate is differ from NOR gate. So you have to keep this in mind so that you can analyze this circuit easily. For S bar, R bar are the inputs, Q and Q bar are the outputs. When I make S is equal to 0 and R is equal to 1, that means S bar is equal to 0, R bar is equal to 1. What happens when S bar is equal to 0, R bar is equal to 1? See, in NAND gate I do not know what are Q and Q bar, I do not know it is. So, but here in NAND gate circuit, NAND gate truth table, if any one of the input is 0, any one of the input is 0, then output is high. What is the definition of NAND gate? Tells us if any one of the input is low, then output will be high. So, S bar is 0, obviously Q goes to 1 and Q bar 1 1 0. For S bar is equal to 0, R bar is equal to 1, when S bar is equal to 0, R bar is equal to 1, Q goes to 1, because if any one of the input of the NAND gate is 0, output is 1, and this 1 is fed back to the gate 2, and 1 and 1. Here for gate 2, what are the inputs? For gate 1, any 2 inputs are there. S bar is equal to 0 we have kept. If any one of the input is 0, irrespective of Q bar is don't care condition. Irrespective of Q bar, what is this another input? We should no need to think, because one input is 0, obviously the output will be 1. And for gate 2, what happens? Gate 2, Q is 1. Q is one of the input of gate 2. So 1 and 1. What happens? 1 and 1, if both the inputs of the gate 2 are 1, then what happens? Output is 0. So what happened when S bar is equal to 0, R bar is equal to 1? What happened? We got Q is equal to 1 and Q bar is equal to 0. For S bar is equal to 0, R bar is equal to 1, Q is 1 and Q bar is 0. Okay. And when Q is 1, that is called as set state. When Q only decides what is the state of the latch. So here what happened? Q is equal to 1 and Q bar is equal to 0. For the first case we considered. Second case I will make S bar is equal to 1 and R bar is equal to 1. For second case I consider S bar is equal to 1 and R bar is equal to 1. This is also 1, this is also 1. Previously we know Q was 1, Q bar is 0. So 1 and 1. See, for the gate 2, 1 and 1 leads to 0. Or if you want to analyze gate 1 first, 1 and 0. What output is? 1 and 0 output remains 1 and 1 and 1 output remains 0. So here Q remained at 1 and Q bar also remained at 0. So no change. When you wanted to save 1, you made S bar is equal to 0 and R bar is equal to 1 and Q becomes 1, Q bar is equal to 0, and this latch is the basic NAND latch the data 1. 1 is latched into the circuit and that 1 is remains same when you made both are 1 1. Okay. So in third case I will retain S bar as 1 only and R bar I will make 0. S bar 1 only and R bar I will make 0. What happens? Q status. S bar 1 and R is 0 I made, and this 0 and 1 okay, S bar I retained the same thing, right? R bar I changed. So 1 and 0 leads to 1, Q bar becomes 1 and this 1 and 1 0. What happened? Here S bar was 0, R bar was 0. I changed S bar to 1. So it will remain same because I didn't change this output. So I didn't change this input for the next step. So it remains same. This I changed, even that remains same. So we got no change condition. In the next step, S bar I kept same. R bar I changed. So this gate's input has been changed. So it will respond 0 and 1, sorry, what was that? Earlier it was 1 and 0, so I changed r to 0, so 1 and 0 it will become 1, 1 and 1 it will become 0. So q I got 0, q bar I got 1, so it entered into reset state. Again I will make, in the fourth step, I will make S bar, I will keep as, I will make S bar as 1 only, and R bar also I will make 1 only. So R bar was 0, I made it 1. What happened? 0 and 1 remained 1, 1 and 1 remained 0. I changed only the input R, that means both are at 1 1, then the output remains at the same previous output, that means Q remained at 0 and Q bar remained at 1. So again I got no change condition. When I made S bar is equal to 1 and R bar is equal to 0, it entered into 0 1 and it entered into reset state. When I made both are 1 1, the output remained same. So hold condition or no change or memory status, whatever you want you can call. So by making S bar 0, R bar 1, I could store 1, that means I can set this latch. By making S bar 1, R bar 0, I could reset it, because Q output matters. Whenever I made both are 1 1, it remained in the previous state. If you want to retain that in set state, set it and make both are 1 1. If you want to keep it in reset state, reset it and make both the inputs are at 1 1. That means S is equal to 0, R is equal to 0. If you do 0 in the sense no input is giving, but it is active low inputs, it will take S bar is equal to 1, R bar is equal to 1. In the next circuit, we will construct the same performance. We will see same performance in the next circuit using 4 NAND gates. I will explain that next in the next circuit. Okay. So, but we did not check the condition when S bar is equal to 0, R bar is equal to 0, what happens? We do not know that. I will do that now. In the last case, I will consider when S is equal to S bar is equal to R bar is equal to 0, what happens? Both the inputs are 0 0. What can happen? Earlier it was 0 and 1. Q was 0 and Q bar was 1. So what happened when both the inputs are 0? No need to check the other input condition. Irrespective of that, both the NAND gates will give the output 1 1, which cannot be possible, right? Let us check. When S bar is equal to 0, previously I will consider it was 0 and 1, we did reset thing. So 0 and 1, what happens? 0 and 1, it will be 1. For 0 and 1, it will be 1, and this 1 and 0, 1 and 0, it will be 1 only, right? If I consider this, earlier it was 0 and 1, I will consider this gate first. If I consider this gate first, for 0 and 0 it is 1, and 1 and 0 it is 1 only. So what happened? Q also 1 and Q bar also 1, which cannot be possible. It is complementary outputs we have told, but still let it be 1 and 1, let it be 1 and 1. If you make the next step, if you make S bar is equal to R bar is equal to 1, what happens? Both are at 1 1. So if I make S bar and R bar is equal to 1 1, if I am going to analyze G1 first, gate 1, 1 and 1 leads to 0, 0 and 1 leads to 1. That means the Q output does not retain its state, but Q is equal to 0 and Q bar. When I analyze gate 1 first, Q is equal to 0 and Q bar is equal to 1. Okay, next, for the next condition, I will analyze gate 2 first. I will analyze gate 2 first. What happens? 1 and 1, Q bar is equal to 0 and 0 and 1, Q is equal to 1. What happened? Q is equal to 1 and Q bar is equal to 0. That means, what is going to happen when you make both S bar and R bar is equal to 0, both the outputs trying to attain 1, which cannot be possible. It's okay, they have attained 1, but for the hold state, if you try both S bar R bar is equal to 1, if gate 1 works fast, Q will be 0. If gate 2 works fast, Q will be 1. We don't know, right, which gate will respond first. That means, what will be the output of this latch? That we don't know, right. So that is unpredictable. The output of the latch will be unpredictable. So this condition is not valid. So when this condition comes, we don't know what will be the state of Q and Q bar. So question mark, and it is invalid. It's an invalid state. Okay.